After missing the finals in Season 80, the Ateneo Lady Eagles are back in the title series of the UAAP Women's Volleyball Tournament. The Lady Eagles are playing their 7th UAAP finals in the last 8 years, and they face a daunting task, facing a very tough UST squad. Fille, Synjin, who are the key players for Ateneo in the UAAP finals? Phil, I'll start with you.
For me, my two key players are Jules Samonte and Pongay Gaston. Kasi if you saw them in game 1 of the semifinals, they struggled a little bit. That's why nahirapan nga manalo ang Ateneo against FEU. And you can see na kapag na-check na yung spikes nila, nahirapan silang gumawa ng variations sa spikes nila. And I guess in this game, knowing that UST has a strong open spikers, parang kailangan nila mag-step up. And kapag kasi may mga go-to na wing players yung Ateneo, ang dali ng trabaho. Ang dali nilang makapuntos. Kasi nga, minsan kapag walang reception, yun yung nangyayari. They will go to the open. So they have to have, Ateneo has to have strong, solid open spikers. Andun nga si Pongay and si Samonte.
For me, it would be the other two who are not the middle blockers. So I'm talking about the setter, Dina Wong. The offense will revolve around Dina wherever Dina brings it. So it's really important that she has a great game. She wakes up really well. Magandang gising. Waking up at the right side of the bed. Everything will be a factor for Dina Wong. But, syempre, it's her go-to player that's going to be also crucial because she's the one who's really racking up the points for Ateneo. We're talking about Kat Tolentino. And when you say Kat Tolentino, she has been spectacular in the semis series. That's why I understand why Phil said Pongay and Jules because it's that support that they need. Because in the end, pag walang good receive, it's gonna go to the wings. And we're talking about Jules, Pongay, and Kat.
Because it's sort of si Kat is dapat given.
Yep.
Yes.
Dapat kasi she has been dominant all tournament long. And it's hard to imagine Ateneo doing well if Kat doesn't do well.
Yep, and we know that the two middles, Bea and Maddie, they're really dominant in that position. They really have the advantage, especially against UST in that position. But the question is, yung iba ba kayang supportan yun? Kasi may advantage na sila in those positions.
I do agree na dapat maganda yung gising ni Dina. Kasi as a setter, you're the playmaker. We have the best spikers and attackers. You have to distribute na lang the ball and of course, make plays na malito yung blockers ng UST. And for Kat naman, she has to take the challenge na siya talaga yung go-to, na huwag siya ma-pressure na kung kailangan makapuntos, sa kanya pupunta ang bola.
Speaking of pressure, how well did these key players, Jules Samonte, Pongay Gaston, Dina Wong, and Kat Tolentino, handle the pressure of a knockout, do-or-die game?
I think for Jules and Pongay, they learned from their mistakes nung game 1 and in game 2 nung semifinals. They delivered, they performed well, and I guess si Pongay was there giving attacks, and of course Jules was really shaking in the game 1. In game 2, I think she gained her confidence, she knew what to do, parang nakabawi na rin siya.
I would slightly differ for... Parang may iba naman, hindi tayo lagi agreeable dito. Pongay definitely holding down the fort, depensa, I agree. Hitting was really spectacular, especially in this do or die last Wednesday. But if you talk about Jules Samonte, she really has to step up and accept her role that she's part of the first six.
More pa?
Yeah, more pa. Parang for me, because we saw Jules na yung go-to na Jules season 78, season 79. So we want to see more of that Jules. Parang now kasi parang her confidence is still finding her groove there. With Kat, no questions given. Dina, if you're talking solely about that game 2 against FEU, definitely on point, better than game 1. But she has to be more on point facing an explosive UST squad.
To defend Jules lang, baka nung game 2 nung semifinals sa FEU, nakabawi na siya. But we want more.
We want more, yes.
Okay. Let's talk about more players. So ito na yung mga wild card. Either unexpected players, magic bunot, surprise performances. Phil, your wild cards for the Lady Eagles.
For me, my wild card is Cainglet-Cayetano. As I've mentioned, ang lakas ng atake ng Ateneo. Everyone can spike, everyone can score, pero you have to have a solid defense. Of course, with Kim, they have to receive para makamake ng plays. And of course, depensa din. She has to have this confidence. Kasi minsan, nakikita ko parang may doubt pa, parang hindi niya alam kung free ball sa kanya. But she needs to take over na akin lahat ng bola sa likod, akin yung depensa. It's mine.
On my end, it's going to be the substitution tandem of Erica Agas and Jaja Marginot because pinapasok sila, ini-inject sila to have a full front line or to achieve a full front line. And Jaja, we know she's a steady setter even though she's a rookie, really spectacular, showing a lot of great performances. even in the semi-series, we saw how she could perform and hold the mantle for Dina Wong. Erica Aragas also has that spark of brilliance, but they really have to be really ready when Coach O needs them, because this is a UST squad that's really hungry.
And there's fire.
Yeah, they really want it more than anyone else.
Yes.
And this is really the time for them. CC wants to be graduating with a gold medal or a gold crown, whatever.
And Aya promised that she will bring her team.
Bring UST back to glory. I think that's an interesting topic or discussion na sino yung mas gutom?
Yeah.
I think nobody questions that UST, not just as a team, but as a community, really hungry. Back in the finals, wanting to win the championship again. Would be easy to say that Ateneo might not be as hungry because of their string of, title runs.
It might be a hasty generalization.
But let's say, kunyari, if you're Ateneo, and Ateneo, let's say sabihin ni Coach O, bakit sila yung mas hungry? Gutom din naman kami.
Yes.
What would give Ateneo that motivation to be hungrier than UST?
Ako, they have to show na they want it. And I can see it from Bea Del, from the semifinals game, na parang makita mo nagigil siya pumalo kasi hindi siya nabibigyan. Pero pag nakapalo siya, pag nakablock siya, nakita mo yung fire and yung pagiging leader niya. Kasi she's a champion player, diba? And she's been through that championship experience. And alam niya yung fire na kailangan mo dalhin. Alam niya na kung anong kailangan sa championship. Yung pressure na dun kasi, of course, yung pressure na manalo. Pero you have to control all those emotions. And at the same time, bring that fire to be able to play the best you can.
Definitely naman, both teams are hungry.
Yes.
But I think, tama yung sinabi ni Phil, Bea talaga really just shows the passion with Coach O. The question is, can they ignite the whole team? Because the whole team doesn't look as fired up as them. Parang they really want this as much as they want. But I'm not saying that the Ateneo girls they look like they're slacking off. Baka lang naman they're not showing their passion as much as the UST girls. But really, you see it with Bea. Every time she gets a point, every time her teammate scores a point, she really just pushes it and pushes it and pushes her team. And it's a good sign for the captain of Ateneo. And we just want to see the same intensity from everyone inside the court.
Well, we'll find out who's the more intense team, who's the hunger team in game number 1. That's happening this weekend. Game number 1 of the UAAP Women's Volleyball Finals. Number 1 seed, Ateneo Lady Eagles against number 2 seed, the UST Golden Tigresses. So, wow. I know Synjin and Fille cannot wait. Cannot wait to get this series started. For more coverage of the UAAP Finals, go to sports.abs-cbn.com. Thank you very much, Synjin Reyes and Fille Cainglet-Cayetano.
Thank you.
Thank you too. Still ahead, the Milwaukee Bucks oust the Boston Celtics in the NBA playoffs. Find out how they did it. Score returns.